In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a spreadsheet of your own profitable KDP publishing keywords for no content, low content books and fiction and non-fiction books, vital if you want to be successful and profitable in this online publishing business. Now, if you've not been here before, welcome to the channel. My name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it, grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. And if you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. So I'm going to show you how to do manual keyword research that has worked for me and created consistently profitable months over the last 2.5 years. If you want to see last year's publishing earnings, then click the link above. This exact process also worked when I was publishing short fictional stories. So what are keywords? Well, these are the words that customers who come to Amazon type into the search bar when they are looking for something to buy. When they do that, Amazon offers them up a list of suggestions of items, in our case books, that they think they will like. And those keywords that are searched for a lot and lead to sales are the profitable keywords that we want. So keyword research is important because we want to find those keywords and use them in a way to tell Amazon that, look, if someone enters that keyword, then our book could well be what they are looking for, and so will give our book a higher chance of appearing in those search results, ideally the first page, and making a sale. In fact, the success of your book starts before you've even created and published your book. It starts in the keyword research phase. And that's why it's so important. It's the key skill you need to understand to get traffic to your book and making sales. So it should be easy, right? Find the keywords, use them on our books, and hey presto, our books appear on the first page of the search results and we make a sale. Well, not quite. You see, there are also other authors and publishers who want to use those keywords and also want to appear on the first page of the results. So we have competition. And we want to know what that competition is so we don't waste our time on words with lots and lots of competitors all vying for a spot on the first page. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. So let's take a look at how we actually do this. How do we find those keywords with low competition that are making sales and give our book a high chance of appearing on the first page of the search results? First of all, we decide on our niche. Some examples of a niche are colouring books, sketchbooks, handwriting books, puzzle books and log books. There are literally thousands. Today, we're going to use adult colouring book as an example, which I know is very competitive. If you are unsure of what niche to start with or target, then take a look at my videos I've already uploaded. I've done many videos on them. In fact, I'll tell you about some very profitable ones at the end of the video, so stay for that. Now, to start with, I have 2 Chrome plugins installed. DS Amazon Quick View and AMZ Suggestion Expander, which will help speed up the process. I also have a third called Keywords Everywhere, which costs $10 for 100,000 search credits. Not vital, but will help with additional information. So next we go to Amazon and put in our general niche search term, in this case adult colouring book, and click enter. And here you will see the number of search results. Now this first keyword and number of search results will go into a spreadsheet that we are going to create. You can see the 2 columns here. Alternatively, you could write them down on a piece of paper. Next, let's go back to that initial search and see what happens when we type it in. Amazon gives us these lists of words that you can see on the left. They are telling us what people are searching for, so we can assume they are relatively popular. Also, these are words that people will tend to click on when they perform a search, so a double bonus. We also have these suggestions from AMZ Suggestion Expander on the right. Take a screenshot of these and enter each one into your spreadsheet under the keyword column. You will end up with a list like this. Then we are going to take each keyword, put it into the Amazon search bar, click enter and look at the number of search results and enter that figure in our spreadsheet under the Amazon search results column. So now you will have two columns. But look at what happens when you enter these other keywords. Amazon gives you yet more suggestions, so write these on your list and go through the process of collecting search results figures. Your final list may be small or very big, depending on the popularity and size of your niche. So now we decide on what number of search results is too competitive. From the research I've done and numerous books I've published, I've found that if the search results are less than 1,000, actually it will say over 1,000, but take it as 1,000, then the competition is low enough to give you a good chance of appearing on the first page of the search results. So we want to keep those keywords. Any that are higher than 1,000, I would advise only target if you are planning on running an Amazon ads campaign. Also, by the way, I search in the all category and not books. I've done a video, link above, which explains why. And I use the figure on the first page of the results, not on the second or third. Again, the video will explain why. So now you'll have a list of keywords with the Amazon search results next to each one. So you can now start to consider targeting each one with results of less than 1,000. But some of these words will be more popular than others. That is, more people will be using a particular keyword to search than others. So how do we know that? Well, one way is to use the Keywords Everywhere plugin that I mentioned earlier and look to see which keywords have Google searches per month. That will give the keyword a few extra points on the popularity front, although people that type those keywords into the search bar on Google are not necessarily looking to buy. The next way is to look at the books that appear when you type in the search term and click enter. If you have the DS Amazon Quick View installed, you will see the bestsellers rank of each book at the bottom of the listing or when you hover over it. I have a rule that if there are 3 or more books with bestsellers ranks of less than 300,000 on the first page, then that is an indicator of reasonable search volume and sales. Now, yes, the bestsellers rank could be derived from sales from searches on other keywords, but it is an indicator nevertheless, which I have found that works for me. If you wanted to take it one step further, you could pay for tools that will tell you Amazon searches per month. They are not absolute figures, but derived from a formula they have, but are pretty accurate. One tool is Publisher Rocket. I'll leave a link to this down below. You enter the keyword and click on Analyze. These are figures for Amazon.com, the US site. It will give you the estimated Amazon searches per month and other useful metrics. You'll notice that other related keywords will also appear, which is useful and can go in your list. So then you go back to your spreadsheet, create a third column called Amazon searches, and write down the number of searches per month for each keyword you found. The better, more potentially profitable keywords will be those that have more searches per month and less competition. So you can sort the list on your spreadsheet. You can also go through the same process on Helium 10, the Magnet 2 module. Enter your keyword and search. You will notice the search figure is a bit different, but similar range to Publisher Rocket. It's fine though if you're consistent with using the figures from the one piece of software. Both are great tools. Publisher Rocket is a one-off payment, Helium 10 is a subscription, but gives you slightly more information. But really, the Amazon searches are the most important figure. Again, I'll leave the link to both below if you're interested. Now remember, as I said earlier, you don't necessarily need this figure, especially when starting out. Just use the keywords with search results of less than 1,000. You'll then end up with this big spreadsheet with a list of keywords that are quite long, sometimes very long, and you can sort them in terms of the number of search results. The ones you pick to target are your decision alone and are part of this whole business process. Now, I've done many videos where I've told you what I then do with these keywords to get our books ranked on the first page. I will be condensing that information down into another video, part of this series I'm going to be doing on keywords. So make sure you click subscribe and hit the notification bell to get in on that crucial information. If you're thinking of a niche to start with, then why not take a look at this video here that lists some of the most high-paying niches at the moment, and there's a surprise one in there as well. Thank you for your time, much appreciated, and until next time, goodbye.